Are you unknowingly creating deadly poison gas in your own home every time you clean? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which 5 common cleaning products turn toxic in senior bodies and the simple swaps that could save your life. Most people have no idea that after age 65, your body processes chemicals completely differently, and what's safe for younger people can become lethal for you. Barbara, a healthy 68-year-old from Phoenix, collapsed in her bathroom after mixing 2 harmless cleaning products. The paramedics found dangerous chemical burns in her lungs. She had no idea that her age made this combination deadly. Cleaning product 1. Bleach-based bathroom cleaners. Why does bleach become a silent killer after 65? The answer lies in how your body changes as you age, and it's more dangerous than most seniors realize. Research from Johns Hopkins School of Medicine shows that adults over 65 have approximately 40% less lung capacity compared to younger adults, making it significantly harder for your respiratory system to filter out toxic chlorine gas that bleach produces. Your aging lungs simply cannot handle the chemical assault that younger lungs might tolerate. This reduction in lung function isn't just about feeling winded when climbing stairs. It's about your body's decreased ability to process and eliminate dangerous toxins that enter through your respiratory system. The protective mechanisms that once shielded you from chemical exposure have weakened dramatically over the decades. The science behind this is straightforward but alarming. When you open a bottle of bleach-based bathroom cleaner, chlorine gas immediately begins forming and concentrating in enclosed spaces. Harvard Medical School research indicates that seniors have thinner mucous membranes in their respiratory tract, which means these toxic fumes penetrate deeper into lung tissue more quickly. Your body's natural defense mechanisms have weakened over time, leaving you vulnerable to chemical exposure that might barely affect someone in their 30s or 40s. The combination of reduced lung capacity and compromised respiratory defenses creates a perfect storm for chlorine poisoning. What's particularly concerning is that many seniors don't realize their vulnerability has increased so dramatically with age, continuing to use the same products they've used for decades without understanding the escalating danger. Even opening a bleach bottle in a small bathroom creates concentrated fumes that can overwhelm senior respiratory systems within minutes. Thomas, a 72-year-old from Tampa, thought he was being careful by wearing gloves while cleaning his shower with bleach-based cleaner, but he didn't realize the real danger was in the air he was breathing. Within 20 minutes, he experienced severe chest tightness and had to be rushed to the emergency room with chemical burns in his respiratory tract. The confined space of his bathroom had turned into a gas chamber, and his aging lungs couldn't cope with the toxic exposure. The consequences of continued bleach exposure for seniors go far beyond temporary discomfort. Chlorine gas poisoning can cause permanent lung damage, scarring of respiratory tissue, and chronic breathing problems that will plague you for the rest of your life. The Mayo Clinic warns that repeated exposure to chlorine gas in older adults can lead to a condition called chemical pneumonitis, where your lung tissue becomes inflamed and scarred. This isn't something that heals with time. Once your lung tissue is damaged by chlorine gas, the effects are often irreversible. Your respiratory system lacks the regenerative capacity it once had, making every exposure potentially catastrophic. Switch to white vinegar mixed with dish soap immediately. This combination is just as effective at killing germs and removing soap scum, but it won't poison your lungs in the process. Make this switch today before your next cleaning session, because your lungs can't afford another chemical assault. Cleaning product 2. Ammonia-based glass cleaners. That sparkling clean window could be stealing your breath permanently. Here's why ammonia becomes exponentially more dangerous as you age. Mayo Clinic research reveals that seniors metabolize ammonia approximately 60% slower than younger adults, causing dangerous buildup in your bloodstream and organs. Your liver, which is responsible for breaking down and eliminating ammonia from your system, becomes less efficient with age. This means that every spray of ammonia-based glass cleaner introduces toxins that your body simply cannot process and eliminate quickly enough. The ammonia accumulates in your system, reaching dangerous levels that can cause serious health complications. Your body's detoxification pathways, once robust and efficient, now operate like a clogged drain, unable to handle the toxic load that ammonia cleaning products introduce into your system. What makes this particularly insidious is that ammonia poisoning in seniors often happens gradually, making it difficult to recognize until serious damage has occurred. The National Institute on Aging explains that older adults have reduced kidney function, which compounds the problem because your kidneys are supposed to help filter ammonia from your blood. When both your liver and kidneys are working at reduced capacity, ammonia levels can spike to dangerous concentrations. This isn't just about getting a headache from cleaning fumes. This is about systematic poisoning that affects your entire body's ability to function properly. The symptoms can mimic other age-related conditions, making it easy to dismiss them as normal aging when they're actually signs of chemical toxicity. Linda, a 69-year-old from Portland, used ammonia-based glass cleaner weekly for years until sudden breathing problems and confusion sent her to the emergency room. Doctors discovered elevated ammonia levels in her blood that were causing neurological symptoms and respiratory distress. She had no idea that her weekly window cleaning routine was slowly poisoning her system, building up toxins that her aging body couldn't eliminate fast enough. Ammonia accumulation in senior bodies leads to chemical pneumonia, irreversible lung scarring, and can even affect brain function due to elevated blood ammonia levels. The Centers for Disease Control specifically warns that older adults are at higher risk for ammonia poisoning because of their reduced metabolic capacity. Your brain is particularly vulnerable to ammonia toxicity, which can cause confusion, memory problems, and difficulty concentrating, symptoms that are often mistakenly attributed to normal aging or early dementia. The blood-brain barrier, which once protected your neural tissue from toxins, becomes more permeable with age, allowing dangerous chemicals to reach your brain more easily. Use simple rubbing alcohol with newspaper instead. This combination gives you streak-free results without introducing deadly toxins into your system. Your lungs and your brain can't wait for you to make this change. Switch immediately and protect your health from this silent poisoner. Cleaning Product 3. Aerosol Oven Cleaners. Why do oven cleaners hit seniors like a chemical weapon? The answer lies in how dramatically your skin and respiratory system change after 65, making you exponentially more vulnerable to caustic chemicals. Harvard Medical School studies demonstrate that senior skin is approximately 50% thinner than younger skin, which means toxic chemicals absorb through your hands and arms at an alarming rate when you're cleaning. Your skin, which once served as an effective barrier against chemical exposure, has become a pathway for toxins to enter your bloodstream directly. This isn't just about skin irritation. This is about systemic poisoning through your largest organ. The collagen and elastin that once made your skin resilient have diminished significantly, leaving you with a paper-thin barrier that offers little protection against aggressive chemicals. The chemical composition of aerosol oven cleaners includes sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, which are among the most caustic substances found in household products. These chemicals are designed to dissolve baked-on grease and food particles, but they don't discriminate between grease and human tissue. Research from the American Academy of Dermatology shows that seniors have significantly reduced natural oil production in their skin, making the protective barrier even weaker. When these caustic chemicals come into contact with thin, dry senior skin, they can cause chemical burns that penetrate deep into tissue layers. The reduced sebum production that comes with aging means your skin lacks the natural protective coating that once helped repel harmful substances. Vincent, a 74-year-old from Chicago, developed severe chemical burns on his hands and forearms just from oven cleaner fumes reaching his skin while he cleaned his oven. He was wearing rubber gloves, but didn't realize that the aerosol mist was settling on his exposed arms and being absorbed through his skin. Within hours, he had painful blisters and burns that required medical treatment. These caustic chemicals don't just burn your skin. They can cause permanent respiratory damage when inhaled, and the concentrated fumes from aerosol delivery make the danger even worse for seniors. The National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health warns that sodium hydroxide vapor can cause severe burns to respiratory tissue, and seniors are particularly vulnerable because of their reduced lung capacity and thinner mucous membranes. Your airways cannot protect themselves from this chemical assault the way they could when you were younger. The cilia in your respiratory tract, which once efficiently moved toxins out of your lungs, now move sluggishly and can't keep up with the chemical bombardment. Make a paste with baking soda and water instead. This natural combination breaks down grease just as effectively without turning your kitchen into a chemical weapons facility. Don't risk another cleaning session with these toxic bombs. Your skin and lungs are too vulnerable to survive repeated exposure. Cleaning product 4. Toilet bowl cleaners with hydrochloric acid. Could your toilet cleaner be slowly poisoning you every week? The terrifying answer is yes, and here's the science that proves it. CDC warnings specifically target seniors using acid-based toilet cleaners because your body's ability to detoxify and eliminate hydrochloric acid decreases dramatically with age. Your liver enzymes that break down toxic chemicals operate at roughly 30% capacity compared to when you were in your 30s. This means that every time you clean your toilet with acid-based cleaners, you're introducing toxins that your body simply cannot process effectively. The hydrochloric acid vapor doesn't just disappear when you're done cleaning, it accumulates in your system over time. Your once efficient detoxification system now resembles an overwhelmed filtration plant, unable to handle the toxic load being dumped into it weekly. The mechanism of hydrochloric acid poisoning in seniors is particularly insidious because it happens gradually over months and years of exposure. Johns Hopkins research indicates that older adults have compromised cellular repair mechanisms, which means that the damage caused by acid exposure cannot be reversed as easily as it could be in younger people. Your cells are constantly being damaged by these toxic vapors, but your body's ability to repair that damage has significantly declined. This creates a cumulative effect where each cleaning session adds to your total toxic burden, slowly overwhelming your body's diminished detoxification capacity. The mitochondria in your cells, which once efficiently processed toxins, now struggle to maintain basic cellular functions while being bombarded with corrosive chemicals. Patricia, a 67-year-old from Denver, experienced chronic headaches, dizziness, and breathing difficulties that doctors couldn't explain until she realized her weekly toilet cleaning routine was the culprit. Blood tests revealed elevated acid levels that were affecting her neurological function and respiratory system. She'd been faithfully cleaning her toilet every week with the same hydrochloric acid-based cleaner for years, never realizing that each cleaning session was adding to her body's toxic load. Hydrochloric acid vapor builds up in senior bodies because your kidneys and liver can no longer eliminate these toxins efficiently, leading to organ damage and neurological symptoms that mimic other age-related conditions. The Environmental Protection Agency has documented cases of chronic acid exposure in older adults, leading to permanent respiratory damage and cognitive impairment. What's particularly frightening is that these symptoms often develop so slowly that they're attributed to normal aging or other medical conditions, while the real culprit continues poisoning your system week after week. The acid can cross the blood-brain barrier more easily in older adults, potentially causing confusion and memory problems that are mistakenly diagnosed as early dementia. Use plain white vinegar and baking soda instead. This natural combination disinfects and cleans just as effectively without introducing acids that your aging body cannot eliminate. Stop this weekly poisoning routine right now. Your organs are too compromised to handle another dose of this toxic assault. Cleaning product 5. Multi-surface disinfectant sprays. Why are all-purpose cleaners all-purpose poison for seniors? The answer lies in a devastating combination of multiple toxic chemicals that your aging body cannot process simultaneously. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that seniors have significantly compromised liver function, operating at approximately 40% efficiency compared to younger adults. Your liver is responsible for breaking down and eliminating toxic chemicals from your system. But when you spray multi-surface disinfectants, you're introducing dozens of different chemical compounds all at once. Your overwhelmed liver simply cannot keep up with this chemical bombardment, leading to dangerous accumulation of toxins in your bloodstream. And the enzyme systems that once efficiently processed individual toxins become completely overwhelmed when faced with the complex chemical cocktail found in modern disinfectants. The chemical cocktail in most multi-surface disinfectants includes quaternary ammonium compounds, glycol ethers, and various preservatives that create a synergistic toxic effect. Harvard School of Public Health research demonstrates that when multiple chemicals are combined, their toxic effects don't just add up, they multiply exponentially. This is called chemical synergy, and it's particularly dangerous for seniors because your body's detoxification systems are already operating at reduced capacity. What might be a manageable toxic load for a younger person becomes overwhelming for your compromised liver and kidneys, leading to systemic poisoning that affects multiple organ systems simultaneously. The Phase 1 and Phase 2 detoxification pathways in your liver, which once worked in perfect harmony, now struggle to coordinate their efforts when bombarded with multiple toxins at once. Samuel, a 71-year-old from Seattle, developed mysterious fatigue, confusion, and memory problems that his doctors initially attributed to early dementia. After months of testing, they discovered elevated levels of multiple toxic chemicals in his blood that were traced back to his daily use of multi-surface disinfectant sprays throughout his home. He had been spraying these products on every surface daily, thinking he was protecting his health, but instead he was slowly poisoning himself with a chemical cocktail that his aging body couldn't eliminate. Chemical overload from multi-surface disinfectants can cause neurological symptoms, including confusion, memory loss, and difficulty concentrating, along with respiratory problems and organ stress that can be mistaken for other age-related conditions. The American Geriatric Society warns that chemical sensitivity increases dramatically with age, and the combination of multiple toxic compounds can overwhelm senior immune systems and detoxification pathways. Your brain is particularly vulnerable to this chemical assault because many of these compounds can cross the blood-brain barrier and accumulate in neural tissue. The protective mechanisms that once kept toxins from reaching your brain have weakened significantly, allowing dangerous chemicals to interfere with cognitive function and memory formation. Use Castile soap diluted in water instead. This natural plant-based cleaner effectively removes germs and dirt from all surfaces without introducing a chemical weapons arsenal into your home environment. Your health depends on making this switch today. Your liver and brain cannot survive continued exposure to this toxic soup. You now know the 5 cleaning products that become toxic gas in senior bodies and have simple, effective alternatives that will protect your health without sacrificing cleanliness. These small changes can dramatically improve your breathing, reduce your toxic burden, and prevent the gradual poisoning that's affecting millions of seniors who have no idea their cleaning products are slowly destroying their health. Your body will thank you for removing these hidden dangers from your daily routine, and you'll likely notice improvements in your energy levels and mental clarity within weeks of making these switches. If this information opened your eyes to dangers you never knew existed, hit that like button to help other seniors discover these toxic products before it's too late. Share this video with any senior friends or family members. You could literally save their life by helping them avoid these chemical weapons disguised as cleaning products. Comment below and tell me which of these dangerous cleaners you've been using in your home. I read every comment and want to know how this information is helping you protect your health.